Robert here. It's been a couple of weeks, so I figured I'd come back, have some updates. Realized, sorry, trying to get comfortable here. Realized I didn't share all updates the last time, which is fine, but anyway, so I just went, you might be able to hear firecrackers or whatever. They're illegal here, but people still shoot them off. Long story short, back in September, I bought a smart car, a 2012 smart car. Then in November, a lady pulled out in front of me, not yielding the right of way to me, causing me to T-bone her because I didn't have time to stop, and it totaled the car completely. Insurance paid, her insurance paid, you know, me for the injuries and all of this and that and the other stuff. So then from there I decided I wanted to try to work on myself, you know, health-wise and whatever. So I started, you know, I went to the doctor obviously for the car accident stuff, but while I was there, talked to her about starting on Chantix. And if you don't know what Chantix is, Chantix helps you stop smoking, because I had been smoking probably since off and on, let's see, since I was 18. Then I stopped for a number of years and started back when I was like 21, 22, something around there. So, and I'm 30 now. Started on the Chantix immediately, and then January 5th, so today, is 6 months smoke-free. January 5th was my last cigarette at 11:30 in the morning, and I feel good. I don't have any cravings or anything, which is amazing. I'm no longer on the Chantix, so, and I haven't been for like a month maybe, something like that. I can't remember exactly how long I've been off of the Chantix, but so then from there, so January 5th, last cigarette, I gave it about a month to kind of keep pace, and then I joined Weight Watchers and have to date lost, I'm not sure, I went and did my weigh-in today, and I was down another 1.2 pounds, I believe. Yeah, 1.2 pounds. I'm down 31.2 pounds so far. I have another 12.8 that I would like to lose, and then I'd be at my goal. February 9th is when I joined Weight Watchers, so I've lost 31.2 pounds since February 9th. Like I said, today marks exactly 6 months since I had a cigarette, which is great, and I feel great. And then fast forward to, well, I guess going back a little bit. So obviously it totaled the car, so we went from 2 cars to 1. Had to wait for insurance to settle a bunch of stuff and whatever. Then in December, bought a car. But, so we financed another car, got it, and it was a smart car because I really wanted a smart car. It was like a quarter life crisis, if you will, and my bank account won't allow me to do something like a Mercedes convertible or a, you know, like a Corvette or something. So I opted for a smart car again because I really liked the other one. Had heard really good things about the newer one, so I got a 2016 smart car. Loved it, fell in love with it. It was amazing. Everything. Keyword, I said was. I mean, it still kind of is, but I'm getting there. So shortly after the first of the year, I don't know exactly when, but sometime early this year, not too long ago, but I can't remember exactly when without looking. Mercedes-Benz announced, I don't know if it was exactly them or if it was a smart branch, but basically Mercedes manufactures the smart car. Smart USA and Smart North America, whatever, they decided no longer to sell smart cars in the North American market after, I think it's this model year maybe, I can't remember, but what that has done is made it very hard to find replacement parts. Now, my car is out of warranty by like 6,000 or 7,000 miles, so it's out of warranty, and just had an issue come up with something called a driver SAM unit. Basically, it's a computer that tells the car how to work and operate and whatever. So I took it to a mechanic, and because I was thinking it was something with the battery, because that's the display, you know what displays on the car is malfunction, 12 volt malfunction, take it to the workshop or whatever it says. So took it to a mechanic, and he replaced a battery sensor and a cam sensor, because when he got in there with his little computer gadget thing, it was throwing all sorts of different codes, and one of them was battery sensor and the other was a camshaft sensor. Well, the camshaft sensor tells the tells the cylinders how much gas to pump in and yada yada yada, all that stuff. So he went ahead and he replaced that, and he replaced the battery sensor, thinking, okay, the other stuff like the rain light sensor and running lights and windshield wipers and stuff like that was coming up with these fault codes. And he said, okay, well, that could be caused by that, so let's replace that. So he replaced that, to no avail. Now, my husband and I have paid $1,000 today, and it's still not fixed. And when we picked it up today, he told us, well, he told me on the phone, but I guess I didn't, fully register. But he told us today that one of the local Mercedes-Benz dealerships that used to have a smart dealership attached to it, so they used to do the work on them, told them, because all the parts have to be ordered through them, because nobody's stocking the parts since nobody's selling the car in the North American market. So the dealership told the mechanic that the SAM unit thing has to be programmed to the VIN number, and in order to program it to the VIN number, they would have to do it at the dealership, and he couldn't do it as the mechanic, which is weird, but okay. So then he further tells us that the dealership told him that because told one of his guys that had called him looking for the part, they told him that because the car is no longer being sold in North America, that they most likely will not service it, or that they no longer service them, or I forget exactly what the wording is that he used, but I'm like, I'm out of warranty and just paid $1,000 for a car that is not fixed, and they may not work on it. I'm in a 4-year loan. I'm 6 months into a four-year loan. A little more than 6 months. because we got it the end of December. So it's like, seriously? So am I just like paying for a paperweight or what? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Finance company so far is unwilling to do anything, and which is understandable. I get it. It's not their fault. I'm not mad at them. And the car company that I got it from isn't willing to do anything because they said that they couldn't have known that smarts wouldn't be sold or whatever. And I get it. I do get it. But like I said, it's about 6 months. So I don't know, whatever. At any rate, trying to figure all that stuff out. So there's life updates, because I didn't like dive into life updates or anything the last video. So that's where we're at, right? So since last video, I have gotten a lot of stitching in and have finished a few things and started a couple of things and finished those starts, as well as purchased a few new things. I also got a bunch of patterns, PDF patterns. Found this company, and I think they're out of Russia, because the instructions are in Russian. I believe it's Russian. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Russian. But they have a lot of really cool free patterns, like, on their website. So the company is Owl Forest Embroidery, and I think, which leads me to believe that it is Russian. I believe the website was owlforestembroidery.ru. For some reason this one, the picture didn't show up, but this one's a sow that I think they have just finished. And yeah, they finished it. I don't know when it started or when it finished, but it interested me because it is fairy tale themed. It's called the Emerald City sow, and you know, of course, it's got Dorothy and Toto and the tornado, the scarecrow, the good witch, the yellow brick road, the lion, the tin man, all sorts of things. Check it out. Again, I wish I had a picture. I wonder if I can find it. If I can find it, I'm gonna screenshot it and insert it here. Then I got this one. I don't know what it is called. Something cactus. But it's got 3 cactus. And again, it was a free chart with the Owl Forest Embroidery. Then this one, pumpkin one, also free chart, Owl Forest Embroidery. So, I mean, they had a lot of free charts that were really awesome, so I printed them all off. Then I love this series. So they had a whole series for houses. I think they called them fairy tale houses or something. But I can't show you the pictures because they don't have any pictures. But if I hold it way back here, you won't be able to. So it's like little houses. And they have 12 of them, so this one's number 1. I printed out all 12 of them, but they're so cute. Like, this one's the 3 little pigs, then there's like a gingerbread house. So I seriously think you guys should check them out. They're amazing. I follow them on Instagram as well, which is how I heard about them. Somebody else was doing the sow, the Emerald City sow. But I mean, they've got like little owls and cats, which is really cool. I know that they're free, but I don't know if we're allowed to show. But anyway, then I found this pattern from Ellen Marstro, something like that. I can't pronounce it, but it's called the EMS Project 2008 Rose Sampler. So there's the picture. It's a sampler. I've been liking samplers a lot recently, so there's that. And then Heaven and Earth Designs Maui Princess. It's a freebie. It's a big freebie because she is 400 by 500 stitches. But she's beautiful. Let's see, that's the Maui Princess. Yeah, Maui Princess was so big that these are the instructions and color list. And then this whole stack is the charts. Because she's got something like 37 pages, 36 pages, something like that. Like, ridiculous amount. But she's beautiful and I can't wait to stitch her. She's from Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know if I had said that or not. And then I purchased this one. I don't have a full picture of it, but I'll show just a little bit of this first page. It's the Super Mario Brothers world map, so it's a big one. I bought it on Etsy, and so I went ahead and printed it out so I can hopefully get started on it. Whoops, sorry, woke up my computer over here. So that is patterns that I purchased. Now I'm going to show you guys a bunch of stuff. So I've gone to my local Savers quite a bit. I showed you guys the Lizzie Kate's 3-part sow that I had gotten at my Savers for a steal. Well, I keep going back because here recently they had a sale for clothing, bed and bath, accessories, and something else half off. And I went to the craft section and found all this. Got this Leisure Arts Holiday House leaflet for 50 cents. So I really like it. It's a cross stitch, so you stitch the house, and then it's got a bunch of these little tiny motifs to stitch and put on the front door. So I love that. I got this Cricut collection called Collection Number 1. Which is a bunch of like little bear motifs, it looks like. Very cool. Also 50 cents. Then I got this Cricut Collection Rabbit sampler, which is a bunch of rabbits. Also 50 cents. Country, was that Cricut? Yeah, that was Cricut. Just double checking. Then I got this Country something. Country Fair Collection 2. by Sue Hillis Designs, Country Alphabet. So it's a bunch of little samplers and welcome things and stuff. Then I got this Homespun Elegance Limited, the Amish Gathering the Eggs. So I thought, ooh, kind of helps if I have it over here. Oops. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also 50 cents. Then I got this Leisure Arts leaflet, Janine something. I hate when they put the little sticker over people's names. Janine Mac. Or GN Mac. Whatever. Sorry, I'm butchering your name. But this is the way we wash our clothes. Also 50 cents, and it's quite cute. It's like a clothesline with clothes hanging up and dolls and stuffed animals and stuff hanging up on the line and all of that. Also 50 cents. Then I got 2 of these patchwork kit stockings. I've seen them fully done somewhere, and I don't know where when I was a kid. But it comes with the fabric, the felt, not the felt, the fabric, yarn, and the padding. But I'm excited to do those. Got those for $1.50 because they were marked at $3. I'm gonna put these back in here. Then I got this kit, Country Seasons, Barbara and Cheryl, and it's like a window, and it's got the instructions and floss and stuff for all 4 windows, spring, summer, winter, and fall. Then I got this chart, which is a perfect color chart, DMC Colors. Trying to see if it's got a name. Indian Still Life is what it's called, and it's Native American themed. Never been opened. Got it for 50 cents. I'm going to share these ones last because there's a little story behind this little stack. Then I got 2 of these Precious Moments called, it just says Precious Moments Collector, and it's got the boy and the girl stitched on it. I got 2 of them exactly the same. I just had to, I don't know why. I got this quilt book called Quilted Doorstops and Banners. I thought that was kind of cool to make a bunch of these. Like that tree is really cool in the cabin. Fabric Surprises, Unexpected Designs from Printed Fabrics. It's another quilting magazine of some sort. One Nighter's Basic Bookmarks, Cross Stitch. Jeanette Cruz Designs Incorporated. So I bought that. It was 50 cents. I really want to do this castle one that says Once Upon a Time. Then got this For the Love of Cross Stitch Leisure Arts 22 Projects magazine from, what does it say? It sure does not. 1988. Volume 1, Number 1, For the Love of Cross Stitch, premiere issue. Wow, that's really cool. Then I got this Jan Hagris Johnson Creative Arts Jenny cross stitch. Then I got another quilting book because I got both quilts and cross stitch stuff. So I got this other quilting book called Vintage Variations by Donna Wilder, I think is her last name. It's covered by the sticker. But it's got different quilts and stuff in there. Then I got this Make It Tonight quilt sewing magazine booklet. I really liked it because it's got a bunch of different like things like stationery and placemats and wall hangings and bibs and aprons and things. Then I bought a bunch of these bread covers because I really liked them. And they're all different types of bread covers. Then I got this Baby Cover-Ups Leisure Arts. I really liked the dinosaurs motifs. Then I got this Tea Time Towels from Leisure Arts. Little tiny motifs for tea towels. Then, I know, almost there, almost to the end. Then I got this Leisure Arts For My Room, and it's a boy version and girl version of a little boy and a little girl surrounded by all their toys. And then you can personalize it to say, like, the boys one on the example says Joshua's room. The girls says Susan's room. Then I got this Triangles on a Roll magazine, booklet, whatever. Dorothy Dodds and Ann Dutton. I don't even know if you can buy this stuff anymore. I haven't looked it up, but they show different ways of doing quilts from their line of Triangles on a Roll, apparently. But I figure if nothing else, I could get some ideas for different things. Then I got this kit, Precious Moments, and it's a little boy. Unopened. Then I got boy and man shirt pattern from Simplicity, and a rag quilt from McCall's Crafts. Got these all at the thrift store as well. Then I got this Upright Basket Indian Basket series by NP Designs. Somebody started on it, and not a big start, but somebody started on it. So I got that. Then I got this Debbie Mum Bows. It's a front door bow, 17 inches long. I don't know. I bought it because I really liked the bear and bee patterns. So I don't know if I'm going to actually stitch them on the bow that comes with it or not. Then had a couple others. Then I got this Skagway. I feel like I've already shown you guys this one. Yeah, I think I already showed you guys that one. I don't remember. I'll show it again. It's Skagway by Walter Kind. Skagway, Alaska. The main reason I got it is because it's got a John James needle in it. I know that shouldn't be the only reason, but that's one of the first things that caught my eye. Then I got this cross stitch. It's like cards, so it comes with the perforated paper, perforated paper and envelopes. I need a drink. Hold on just a moment. But it's like little Amish motif, maybe. And then, so funny thing, so I fell down a rabbit hole and found this magazine that I wanted a few of the issues. Came across it on eBay. I mean, it wasn't like a hardcore, oh my god, I have to have it or I'm gonna die kind of a thing. But I came across a posting on eBay where this lady, I'm assuming it's a lady, could be a gentleman, I don't know. Somebody posted several of them in one lot, and you had to pick the ones that you want, and then it was like $2.99 each plus $4.99 shipping or something weird like that. And I thought, wouldn't that be great? Because I saw, you know, like 1987 issue and some others. Got it in my mind. So I was born August 1988. So then I'm like, wouldn't it be great if they had the August 1988 issue? Well, they had it, but they had sold it. So I'm like, okay, well, what about August 1989? Well, this particular magazine does like a couple of months, I think. So it was like July, August, so on and so forth. Well, they didn't have that one. So then I'm like, what about 1990? Didn't have that one. So I'm like, okay, whatever, it's not a big deal. But I definitely want those. So I was on at the thrift store at Savers during their half-off sale. And what should I happen upon? This Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine, which is the magazine I was just talking about and didn't say. And the first issue I picked up was July, August 1988. They had it marked 99 cents, so I got it for 50 cents. And I'm like, no, I was just seeing this. Like, that's crazy. Okay, great. So I wanted it because of the stockings that are on the front. Now, I haven't looked at the entire issue yet, but, excuse me. They have a few things. Like, this is really cool. So, it's a cross-stitch keeper for pens and things. Like, how cool would that be for, like, the needle minders or earrings or something? And it just says my collection. But yeah, so I wanted it because of the stockings on the front, and the 1989, 1990 ones as well, and the 1987 had stockings on the front. So, first one I picked up was the 88, which is the one I wanted. They also had July, August 1987, which is another one that I had wanted because of the stocking. Again, 50 cents. Then they had the July, August 1989. Also with stockings on the front, which is also something else that I wanted. Also 50 cents. And they had a September, October 1990, I believe. Yeah. Version. Which I thought was kind of cute with the boy, I'm assuming it's a boy, in the washing basin. So I went ahead and picked that up. So, not bad for $2. Is that right? Yeah, $2. When, like I said, the person was selling them for $2.50 or whatever plus 4 something shipping, which wasn't bad, and I was willing to pay it if they had the ones that I wanted, and they didn't. So worked out in my favor. So I think that is all for acquisitions, and we're already 37 minutes in, so that's fantastic. Better get on to showing some sewing. So I apologize for being late. So finishes. I mentioned that I had a few. This one. Here, I'll show this one. Show these two first. So I got my Honeybee Reverie done by the Artful Offerings, and I love how it turned out on this dark navy Ada. I just love that. I think I want to turn it into a pillow or like a wall hanging, but not in a picture frame, if that makes sense. I don't know what you call that. So there's that one. Then I got this one done, which is a gift. Don't tell. Oops. It's just absolutely stunning. I can't remember if I had gotten it done. I don't think I got it done prior to the last video, but I got it done since the last video. So there's that. Then I had 2 new starts and got them done. This one was from that Owl Forest embroidery, just a small little deal. It's actually their logo, so I thought that was kind of cute. I did not stitch it in the called for DMC, so if you go to their website and you find it and you would like to know what I used, I will let you know. But here it is. That one took me just a few hours, 4 or 5 hours. Not consistently working on it. I mean, I was doing other stuff at the same time too. But there's that one, and then I went shopping at Joann's today and picked up. I've been wanting to pick it up, and then I kept talking myself out of it. The Cross Stitcher summer issue. Issue number 345, and I had been wanting to get it, one, because of the beach themed one on the front, 2, because of the dress on the back, and 3, because of the sewing machine freebie that comes with it, as well as the scissor fob freebie. Well, I literally picked it up today, this afternoon. Stitched the sewing machine freebie. Oops. So stitched the sewing machine freebie, got it done. I did not use the Ada that it came with because, well, I didn't like the Ada that it came with. So I stitched it on a different kind of Ada. It's still a little wet, so, but I love it. And it actually, because I stitched it on a different one, I have a bunch of floss left over, so I might stitch it again, but it's supposed to be a little like zipper pouch, so it came with a piece of fabric as well. So I may use that, I may not. I believe I will use the zipper though that came with it, the little zipper. So there's that. I have not started on the scissor fob. Well, it's a scissor keeper with a heart fob attachment. So I haven't started on that yet, but there was that. I just needed a little small or a couple of little smalls to kind of distract myself. So there's that. Since last video, I have been thinking about some of my WIPS and things. And some of them, and I don't know if you guys do this too or not, but I find that I fall out of love, if that makes any sense, with some of my WIPS and things, and then others, oops, I want a different start for them. So this is Mirabilia, the Rose of Sharon. I love it, it's beautiful. I was stitching it on Ada, which is here, and I just wasn't loving her as much as I wanted to. So a while ago I had gone and I bought the, I believe it's the called for fabric, which is look at the pattern here. It is 32 count natural linen. So mine can't be the called for. It looks like natural, but it's got like sparkle flakes, which I like. I think it's beautiful either way. But anyway, so I had bought this a while ago, but I had fallen out of love with Rose of Sharon, but I didn't want to get rid of her or anything. Well, I restarted her today. Or not today. I restarted her since last video, and I'm loving her. So there she is. She's got a new lease on life with me. Just cross-stitch Halloween 2018. And it's the Witching Hours, and it's this hanger. It's one hanger, but it has all four of those sides. So I started on it, and I've gotten quite far on it. I'd say I'm about halfway there, maybe. So there she is. Not called for fabric, not called for flosses. I'm improvising. Then, on my hometown holiday tree lot, my Little House Needleworks restarts. So I've completed it already, but I decided to restart and use Victorian motto sampler shop threads. Here's where I'm at. I just need to like bang out the finish on it. There it is. I'm loving how it's looking so far with Victorian motto. So there's that. And it's on a linen 16 count white chocolate, I think is what it's, I can't read, but it says white choco, CHCO, so I'm assuming that's white chocolate maybe. So there's that, and then forgot about this one. So this was a little kit that I also got at my Savers for a little stocking that says Christmas. You like hand embroider and stuff. Came complete with like the fabric, plain fabric, and then the cotton stuffing. So I started on that and got a little bit of the I Love Christmas completed. It's not quite as bright as I pictured it being, and this is the stuff that came with it, so, but I still like it and I think it's beautiful so far. So there's that. The last thing that I've worked on is a piece for my nephew. It's a dimensions kit, and I'm actually using the stuff that came with it. Surprise, surprise. So it's a dimensions kit. It's called the Savannah Birth Record. So I worked on that a little bit. Got actually quite a bit completed on it since I last worked on it. So there you can see the elephant taking shape and the leaves and stuff. So very nice. That's it. That is all of my projects that I've been working on, which I know I say like it's not a lot, but that's actually quite a bit. And I never think that it's a lot until I sit down and do one of these videos. Alright, so last but not least, wanted to show a couple of stitching related stuff, like sewing machine related stuff. So I did a quilt, insert photo here. The quilt is for one of my clients. I've already given it to her and she loves it. Then I decided to play around and do a log cabin. Trying to get it far back enough that you can see it. Decided to play around with log cabin block. I don't know if I'll be able to get far back enough or not. No, I don't think so. And did this little wall hanging, or at least I think it's going to be a wall hanging. I haven't decided if I'm going to do more or not, but there's that. I love how it turned out so far. This is the first time I've done like actual log cabin and got it put somewhat together. One of my ladies is on oxygen, and I made her a carrier, like a carrying bag for her oxygen. Well, I decided to make her another one. It's not finished yet, but it's got like little Mickey Mouses. This is a vinyl covered cotton fabric, and I quilted it. The interior is like a jean material. There's padding, and I haven't put the strap on it yet, but the bag portion is done. And yes, it's flat, but her other one was done the same way. And when you poof it out, it sits flat. So when you put the little oxygen tank, which is about the size of a 2-liter bottle, it goes in there quite nicely and poofs out this bottom, and it's really nice. So I got that one almost done. Like I said, need to put the straps on it. Then I made another project bag for myself. It's another Harry Potter themed one. It's got Harry, Ron, and Hermione. It has Hedwig, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor. It's got a dragon. It's got Hogwarts Castle. I absolutely love it. And then it's just plain on the interior, white. I have been listing these in my Etsy shop, so if you're interested, take a look, or you can ask me. I do put my email down below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram or wherever. And then I have a couple stitchy related purchases. So I bought this fabric because, I don't know, for some reason I was drawn to it. I want to do a project bag, but it's this beautiful, beautiful turquoise kind of color fabric with gold strawberries. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but they're metallic gold strawberries. So I want to do a project bag out of that. Then I found this one and I just could not pass it up. So I don't know what interior fabric I would use on the strawberries. I just knew I had to have that. But look at this one, scissors. Little tiny scissors. It's got stork, it's got all sorts of different kinds of like embroidery scissors. So I'm going to make a project bag out of that. So this is kind of a cream color fabric, but it's woven with like a metallic gold. You can see it better on the frayed edge, like a metallic gold. And I thought it paired quite nicely with the scissor fabric. So the scissor fabric will be the exterior and the gold one will be the interior for a project bag. And so that'll probably be listed on my Etsy shop as well. But I'm definitely making myself one. Then I fell down a rabbit hole. So I watch Missouri Star Quilt Company. I watch their YouTube videos. They're actually an hour and a half away from me, maybe. And I've been to their shops and they're amazing and I want to go back again soon. But I also found this other company called Jordan Fabrics, and they are out of Grants Pass, Oregon. So Missouri Star Quilt Company is in Hamilton, Missouri. Jordan Fabrics is in Grants Pass, Oregon. And I belong to both of their email lists, and Grants Pass, Oregon, so Jordan Fabrics sent this Mighty Machines by Moda Fabrics pre-cuts. So Jordan Fabrics, they do a bunch of pre-cuts there at their shop, and we'll package the whole lineup. And so I got the whole line of Mighty Machines in 5-inch squares, and I bought 2 packages. It was a daily deal. I think one of them was half off or something. But I'm going to do a quilt for my nephew out of those. So there's that. So definitely check them out, Jordan Fabrics. Also check out Missouri Star Quilt Company. I'm not sponsored or affiliated in any way. I just really like both of their things. And who couldn't have enough fabric, right? Because I know I can't have enough fabric, even though my husband would say differently. He would say, yes, I have too much. Okay, so last but not least, I can't believe I forgot. Last but not least, so last weekend, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that my husband and I did a 5K run called the Wizarding Run. I'm wearing the shirt, Wizarding Run 3 1/10 mile, which is what a 5K is. And then the back is really cool. It says, I don't know if I'll be able to get it in. It says 3 1/10 mile managed instead of mischief managed. Anyway, so I didn't place in my division. So how they broke it up was by age and gender. So it was males this age to this age, females same age to same age. So you were essentially competing against members of your own category. So my age range was male, or my category was males age 30 to 34. I did about half. There was like 60 some of us, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, 64 I think, in that category. And out of that I placed number 37, which is great. My husband was 3rd out of 6 people in his age range, which is amazing. So he got a 3rd place medal, as well as the finishing medal. I got the finishing medal, which is amazing. It's like Hedwig. Also got my magic wand. Beautiful. I love it. It was so much fun. This is the second year that they've done it here in Kansas City. They do it in several other cities as well. In October, they're going to be in Joplin, Missouri. And I'm seriously thinking I might want to do that one as well. I think that sounds like fun. But the medals are really awesome. Like, it's metal. So it's, I mean, it was just all over fun. I did do a lot better than I thought I would. I ran/walked and jogged and whatever in 39 minutes and 21 seconds, which is so much better than I thought I would have done. I thought I certainly was going to be around the 45 to an hour mark probably. But anyway, that's all I have. So I'm gonna shoot for another couple of weeks. I liked having a couple of weeks time, but you never know. If I have something to talk about, I'll come back sooner. But until then, see you guys later. Happy stitching.